Alrighty guys, welcome to my video of how I'm going to explain how I run lab in maybe efficient way and kind of explain how lab works the way I do it. If you're the type of person that wants to rush to get helm enchants, this is probably not the type of video for you. I'm more of a go and get treasure keys and see what I can get out of the chest, plus, you know, get the enchant as well. I am a little sick, so I might sound a little groggy or whatever, so my apologies for that. This is New Year's Day, so Happy New Year's, Happy 2020, and hopefully this video will help you guys out. I'm going to try to do one of these every Sunday, just for future reference. So here we go. So this first room has Argus. He can spawn in one of two locations. I will have it in a picture as well. I took pictures of all these. So his first spawn location can be just to the right here, which this time it is not. You can tell by the way the traps are there. If he was there, those traps would not be there. So the second location will be up over here. Ideally, for a quicker lab run, you'd want him over there, so you didn't have to backtrack as much, but it is what it is.
Practice makes perfect.
And this guy's still getting gear, so it might not be the quickest kills or whatever. My weapons are pretty bad. So here's Argus. He will always drop a key. He's one of the 3 bonus keys you can get just from doing side objectives in lab. So there's the key. So this door here we don't need, because it just runs into a side area with the silver key, and we don't really run into that many silver doors. We will get one silver key just so, in case we have to do the bonus room at the end, I'll call it. Alright, so the second room has a golden key in it. So the one rule of thumb with golden doors and golden key rooms is their layout's always the same. So if they have like a dark shrine or a gauntlet or Argus or whatever in them, they will always be in the same spot. I think I went the wrong way here, and I've been lagging really bad today, so hopefully it'll go away for the video. So we don't need that door. That door was for the side area for the silver key. So we'll go here. So you got the golden door, so you want to run past it, and then the door over here will be the one. Alrighty, so this will be the golden key room. So just like the golden door room, the room layout will always be the same, and there is a puzzle in here. So you always start the room off just kind of moseying along, and then you'll always have a trap sequence here. Oh, I thought I had a curse removal. Curse removal flask will get rid of that slow trap effect, because all it does is cast temp chains on you. I didn't have mine on. So the puzzle in here will always be over here. Just gonna clear it out a little bit for the video. Normally I would just skip all these guys, but it's easier to explain when I don't have stuff beaten on me. So I'll try to explain these in each video that I do. So if every single one of these are off, just hit everything once. Sometimes you'll get the ones where the 4 middle ones are on. Just hit every corner, and it will it'll fix it. So these troves will either have this, or it'll say Curious Lockbox. Curious Lockbox will always have a key in it, and there's always 2 of them in each lab. So there's going to be 4 puzzles or gauntlets, and 2 of those are going to have Curious Lockboxes with extra keys. So that's where you get like 2 extra keys from as well. So here's the silver door, or key I mean. So there's going to be 3 levers for this trap sequence. This is like the easiest one in my opinion. And then that'll open the door. And then you can get your golden key, because you need it to open the door. And then I'll run over and open the door real quick. So you want to go back. Open the door. Some golden doors will have 2 different paths, so this one only has 1. And now we want to fight Argus. Alright, so this phase of Argus has charge disruptors. To get an extra key, you want him to be fully charged up, and he's also a 2-handed mace. It's one of the worst ones for the 2-handed mace. If he is charge disruptors and gargoyles, that's probably the toughest to Zaro. This one he'll be conduits, but I'll explain that one at the next phase. So each endurance charge he gets adds attack speed, defense, and damage to him. And he needs a 10 before you get the key. So you have to run around him or do something while he charges him up. If you don't want to do the charge disruptor things, you can hit the pylon things, but you will lose your extra key if you hit one. But he'll say something about the machine being at maximum efficiency, and that's how you know when he's fully juiced up. There you go. But he'll hit a lot harder. He'll be very tanky with this. So I'm just going to throw that out there. So there you go. That's the Azaro phase. So that'll give you an extra key. Alright, so here's the next room right after Azaro. This room has a silver key and a dark shrine. We're going to get them both. So one will be to the left of the entrance and one will be to the left of the exit. It's random which one's going to be where. So just keep that in mind. So when you're running, this one's going to be the dark shrine. So you'll see kind of on the map, there's like a little indent here. That's where you know the dark shrine is. And then you just got to find a switch. You hit the switch. And then you'll get a dark shrine. Dark shrine can do stuff like adding extra keys, have twice enchanted, give you a random shrine for the whole lab. And then there's like useless ones where he drops a unique item and stuff like that. Disable traps. Traps take half damage. Depending on the final room, that's a pretty good one, I think. But I would rather have, you know, extra key or double enchant or something. So here's the trap sequence. Just got to hit the 2 levers. So the exit should be up here, but like I mentioned before, the silver key will be either to the left of the entrance or to the left of the exit. So here's the silver key. We're just picking this up in case we have to do the final bonus room, I'll call it, where the extra key is.
Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door.
We got that. We might use it, we might not use it. It all depends. Right now, it's a 33% chance we'll have to use it. Alright. Alright, now we got this room. It's pretty bad. It's probably one of the worst rooms in my opinion. It's pretty huge, and the spawn location for the Dark Shrine is either on one corner or the other pretty much. When I see a room like this, especially with the Dark Shrine, I will just fixate on one spawn location. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But I'll go by them both for you just so you can see them. See where they'll be. And for the most part, I believe this is pretty accurate for this room. Sometimes they are in a little different position, but... So the first spawn location will be to the right of the exit. Hopefully I can get over here. No. But I don't think it's going to be on this side. I'm just going to make sure. It's probably a dead end here. Yeah. Oops. So if you see, like, why can't I make that gap? All these, like, I don't know what you want to call them, decapitators or whatever. It probably won't be there. So we just run up here, you'll see a door. I don't want to run that far up. Grab this Divine Shrine. I remember when the Dark Shrines used to be able to give you this, and you'd have the Divine Shrine for the whole lab. It was pretty fun. So it should be right here. So there you go. So you see the little indent thing again. You just look for a switch, grab the switch.
The pursuit
So this one makes it so traps do have half effects, so like the ones that increase the damage you take, or just damage, ones that do damage. And then this should be the Aspirin's Trial. Alright, so this will be essences. So you can look up here if you're not sure, like if you
is to dance with death.
weren't sure if you got all the requirements for the extra key or not. So this one, I'm not going to count them all, but there should be 10 balls there. So that's how you know. So this one's essences. So what it is it's golems, and if you want the extra key from them, you have to make them all survive. So you can kite a Zaro into them so he absorbs them. It will also add elemental damage to his attacks. So this is kind of a deadly combination. Hopefully I don't it's possible that I could die here and get one shot, but we'll see. So you can see the golems slow. They'll always fixate on a Zaro. So you can they slowly walk towards them. So you kind of want to slowly kite him away. There we go. He jumped at me. He should be almost dead. There we go. So once he talks, you know you're safe to move around. Alright, so the next room, we're going to have a gauntlet in here. So the gauntlet will be in one of two spots. I actually can't remember the layout of this room. I think I remember, but I'm not sure. So one spot will be over here. I'll show you the other spot too if it's here, which it is here. So you can just tell by the stuff on the ground there. So see, when it says curious lockbox like that, you know there's a key in there. That's a good thing to know for the escort gauntlet because it takes forever. And it's not worth it to get normal loot out of that one just for the extra key. So that gauntlet was pretty easy. I'll show you the other spawn location as well, so you know. So we want to go up to the right. Ideally you want it there, it'll be the quickest. So if it's up here, you'd be able to dip in right here, and then it would be just up here. And that door just leads to a side room, and we don't need it. There's nothing in there of importance. It's just a silver door. So once you get the gauntlet, you just want to head this way. And then there's going to be a trap sequence here. These ones are kind of nasty because they have a lot of that double damage. Those green rings here, the big ones, make it so traps do double damage, and the little ones makes it so you take damage when you use a movement skill in them. So this, you want to click the levers. And a rule of thumb to make these traps easier, the faster you move, the easier it is. Just don't panic and you'll be fine. I still been running lab for like 3 years and I still panic once in a while. Even us veterans panic. Alrighty, for this room, I have to take a take two as I kind of screwed it up. I got a little bit ahead of myself. But anyway, you can still get to the point of it. There's nothing in this room, so we just want to go up and to the left. You can already see the path. There's no trap sequences or nothing. This is like a nice, relaxing room. So we want to go to the upper left door. The upper right door will go to the bonus room, but if we can avoid doing the escort gauntlet, that's always good. Alright, so this room will will have a gauntlet in it. It'll either be to the left of the entrance or to the left of the exit. So let's see what we got first. Just give me a second here. There we go. So check to the left here. It looks like it's here. This one's pretty easy. Just be patient. And then we got the trove. So since we've done 3 out of the 4 gauntlets and puzzles, this is where you open your inventory. If you have 3 keys, then you don't have to do the final room or the side room, but we don't have 3 keys, so I have to put you guys through the pain and torture of an escort gauntlet. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It really isn't. This one ahead here, so we got our little gauntlet here. This one's pretty easy. You just got to run back and forth through spike traps. Excuse me. That one, and then just head back over here, and then that's it. That's pretty easy. And I'll show you guys where the other spawn location would be for that trap thing, in case you wanted to know. So if it was available up here, there would be probably an area to the left here that you could run, and then you would see all the switches and stuff that. So since we need the extra key from the other room, once you get in here, since there's two areas that come into this room, we just want to run across and go in here. This is where the reason why we pick up the silver key is in case we need to go here. So remember that doors, we got to run back in there, obviously, to kill Azaro. So one of the 2 things will be here. So either the gauntlet will be here or the silver door. So since we have the silver key, we can go in here. And hopefully we get something good out of there. Nope. A couple chisels, I guess, but quick tip to pick everything up fast, just turn the loot off and click around the thing. It's way faster. I like getting whetstones and transmutes and stuff because I'm too lazy to pick up wisdom scrolls. So I just sell one of those, sell for 4. So now we got to run through here. Fortunately, this layout's pretty good for having to do a side area. It's just the fact that the escort gauntlet's in here. Just want to run down and to the left. Kill stuff as we go. My Val Molten Shell just hit level 20. And then we just need to go into the little room here. And then just keep going left. And then we got the escorts. The way the escort works is you got to stand in this thing. It's going to spawn monsters. There's going to be traps everywhere. And yeah, it's annoying. But it is what it is. So just keep going. And slowly make it through here. This one's actually the easiest one because when those Roombas are floating, they only do half damage. So they're not really that big of a threat. If you have like 200-300 life regen, they're not gonna do anything. I used to have such high regen builds in here that I could literally stand in them all day. Lagging a little bit here. I'm really, really laggy today. There we go. Oh my. So we got the extra key there. Hopefully it won't be too bad for Azaro. He's kind of hard to fight when, you know, he teleports you everywhere and puts you in the double damage traps, and then he just walks over and smacks you. And you're dead. Alright, so we want to run back to the thing. And we're going to get ready to fight Azaro. I'm not going to cut the video here for obvious reasons, but so for the final phase of Azaro, he always has a trap room. There's 4 different rooms. He does Saz, which is, in my opinion, the hardest room. There's 2 different Roomba rooms. I think we got the second easiest room, and then there's the fire, I'll call it the lava room, which I think is the easiest because you get the most space to run around. So depending on what you've done with the phases and stuff is how tough Azaro will be, and this is where you'll get your extra keys. So he'll teleport you around if you stand in that green thing, and he'll put you into one of those corners with the double damage traps, and you don't want to stand in those because he'll do much more damage. So there's teleport, just quickly get out, because even if he launches those things at you, you could die. So that's the Uber Lab video run thing. I'll show you guys the loot, and we'll see how it goes. So we got 6 keys here. So each key will open up one of these. Sometimes you get extra keys, sometimes you'll get, you know, 6 links. whatnot. There used to be a lot of gems, but they nerfed that. So, yeah, so you can get your chisel. Gems were always my bread and butter in here. Just pick them up and you can sell them for GCPs. And then you got your helmet enchant, so pick whatever helmet you want to enchant. I do Abyssus usually, so. And then that one was pretty bad. Abyssus is mainly good for attack builds, not for anything that's not an attack build. So here's the video, or there's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to bring one of these out every Sunday. This was just like New Year's Day, and I wanted to get like a practice video in. So let me know what you guys think. I know it's a little long, but I tried to put as much information in it as possible. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful New Year's.